FlossTube, it's Kim, Notes from My Needle. Welcome to FlossTube number 2. Let's just jump right in. I'm going to start with my whips. I have 0 change on the 2 Joan Elliott pieces because I don't know, I lost my stitchy bug for them and I just cannot get back into them. But I do have some other things that I'd like to show you. I have started one of the Welcome to the Forests that I held up last time, and this is how far I am. I'm really loving it. It's super cute. It's a lot bigger than I anticipated because it calls for 32 count and this is 28, so obviously it's going to be bigger. And I'm doing it 2/2. I just have the rest of this border to fill in with the flowers and the leaves and then to put the faces on the animals. I messed up in this border and it's 1 block too close to this owl, but I'm just going to leave it and I'll have to leave off this other blue flower that's meant to go on the other side, but it's for me and I really don't care. There is a white border that's supposed to go all the way around it, and I started doing it up here, but I don't know if I'm going to leave it in or not. I guess I'll see once I finish the piece and take it off the hoop and see if I like it, because the second Welcome to the Forest one I have with the deer on it, this piece of fabric is long enough that I think both of them will fit on this vertically. And then I'm going to cut them apart, and I think maybe I'll finish them as flat folds. I have a little, when I come into my entryway, there's like a little lip right above the wall that's perfect for like little pictures and little knickknacks and stuff. So I think I might flat fold them and put them there. But yeah, I'm really pleased with how that's turning out, and I'm almost finished. The next one I have to show you is my Tiny Modernist piece. I completed room number 3 right here, the library. It's really cute. If I had to do this one again, I think I would have left it in the dye a little bit longer because some of the white, like the ghosts and stuff, don't really pick up. So I may go back and backstitch them just to make them pop, but I'm not sure. Anyway, room 4 came out. I haven't started that yet. It came out, I think, last Tuesday? Yeah, last Tuesday. And it's like a little Frankenstein guy, and that's really cute, but I haven't started it yet because I think I'm going to do what Priscilla and Chelsea do so that I can get more accomplished and like do something different each day. Like I know they do Witchy Wednesdays, so I might work on this one on Wednesday. And then I have a quilt whip. I'm working on this. It's called a Tea Time quilt. This is the first 2 rows. I'm doing it in batiks, and I really love all the greens. Like my piecing skills are not the greatest yet because, as you can see, like there's part of this block is kind of hanging out where it shouldn't be. I mean, it's not horrible for one of my first ones ever, but it's pretty good. I have the rest of it all cut out and ready to rock. I just need to actually find the time to sit down and just power through and get some more of it together. And this pattern I got from Jordan Fabrics. They have a YouTube channel. And this is my oldest whip. I just found this in a box in storage. Back before I learned it was not great to put masking tape on the edge of your fabric to keep it from fraying. I don't even know if this will all fit in camera because it's huge. It is going to be a map of Canada. I can't even remember where I got the project. I think I bought it, God, I want to say maybe 18 years ago, 17 years ago, something like that. And it was from a lady in Australia, and I don't think she designs anymore. But I've only got like the middle of it completed and this section here. But it came like every piece. So for example, like this piece with the loon here and all of this is a page. And I think there was, God, I want to say 20 pages, maybe more. But eventually I would like to get back to working on this. And if I kind of do stitch along with Priscilla and Chelsea when they do their stitch alongs, because I think they do patriotic stuff on Saturdays, then I could work on this on Saturdays and maybe actually get it finished. Once it's finished, I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but, you know, I just want to get it done. I don't really have much haul. I haven't really gone shopping. I bought one tiny little piece of fabric to finish a project, so I'm not really counting that. The only other thing I bought is I got these really cute buttons. And what I'm going to do is they have like a little plastic, like the loop for sewing it on as a button on the back. I'm going to cut those off, and I have some of those rare earth magnets from another craft project I was doing, and I'm going to turn them into needle minders. I thought they were really cute, and they really made me happy, and I just couldn't leave them at the store. Let's get into finishes. I'm super excited about my finishes this time around. So I finished this frosted pumpkin a while ago, and it's meant to be a scissor fob. And I put my scissors on it, and it's super cute. I mean, my pillow finishing is not the greatest because, I mean, it's a little bit wavy down here at the bottom where I stitched it closed. But whatever, it's for me. I don't care. And I backed it with this cute, like, Day of the Dead kitty fabric. I had a little bit of it left over from the project bag I made. The only thing is my ribbon that I used as the scissor holder, it kind of got wonky in the corner when I sewed it shut, so it was like super wide. So I just knotted it down there to get rid of that because that was really bugging me, but otherwise I'm really pleased with it. It turned out really cute. The next one I did for my son is the Good Morning Maui piece, the Avengers. And it's a pillow. And I got the coolest Avengers fabric. It's an envelope so that if he does get it dirty, we can take it off and wash it on Delicate or hand wash it or whatever. If I had to do it again, I might have gone with maybe just a smidge smaller of a pillow form because this is like, it's stuffed. It's in there. Hopefully we never have to wash it because it's going to be a pain to get it back in there. But he was so pleased with it, and I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I think it's great for my first time ever doing a pillow. And then my last one is my Stitchrovia piece. I'm so flippin' happy with how this turned out. I put this on like that Elmer's foam board you can buy, the poster board there's foam in between the layers. So I bought a black piece of that where this is navy because I figured because it's Ada, I didn't want to chance the white poster board showing through. And on this, there's supposed to be like some backstitch like shooting stars and stuff like that. But when I started putting that in, I really didn't like how it looked, so I took it off. So I used Aleene's tacky to glue all these little like star sequins on here, and I love how it picks up the light. And then I found this absolutely perfect gray fabric at the fabric store. It's got like metallic sparkle in it as well. It's meant for Christmas, but I don't care. I didn't buy enough. I should have bought a wider piece. Like I only bought 1/4 of a meter, and I should have bought 1/2 meter because I had to seam it together to make enough to cover the other piece of foam board. But I'm really pleased with how it turned out. Like it's just glued onto it on the back, and I'm just going to put, like, I'm probably going to write what the pattern was and when I finished it and my name, and just put a hanger on it and then find some place on my wall to put it. But I'm super pleased with it. I'm really, really happy with that. And I did take out my absolute very first cross stitch that I ever completed, and it's a big one, and it was the very first one I ever did. I used to work at a call center back in my early 20s, and a lot of us used to cross stitch to pass the time in between calls. This is it. It's my very first piece ever. I framed it myself. It's on like a sticky mat board from Michael's. I can't remember where I got the frame. But the pattern is The Astrologer by Joan Elliott. I mean, there are some errors, but if you don't know where they are, you can't tell from far away. If you were going to get really close up and nitpick, maybe, but I mean, it took me, I want to say almost a year to do it, because back then I was a monogamous stitcher and I would take breaks. But yeah, I'm really pleased with it. It still hangs on my wall today. Oh my God, can I put this down without breaking it? Oh. Okay. Oh, that was almost catastrophic. Sorry. So I guess next I'll talk about just what plans I have for my stitching in the future. I don't know if anybody else saw, if you follow them on Instagram or not, but Plum Street Samplers has 3 new patterns coming out, and they're amazing. They're called Eat Crow, Buzz Off, and Crowing on the Hill. And I saw the pictures on Insta, and if I can figure out how to do it, I will insert them somewhere in the video. I'm not quite sure how to do that yet, because I both take the video and upload it from my phone, and I haven't really figured out how to link or insert pictures or edit a whole lot yet. I just have to say this. They're already on my wish list on a website for a needlework shop out in Calgary, Alberta. Just take my money. Plum Street Samplers should just take my money. Like, they're awesome. I can't wait to get my hands on them. And I mean, like, I need more, but take my money. Just take it. I'm going to start my Country Cottage Needleworks Snowman Trio as well, this pattern here. And I'm going to start that today and do like Christmassy stuff on Mondays, I guess. And I'm also going to start this Little House Needleworks Cardinal Winter, because they're super cute. And I would really like for both of those to hang on my tree this year. And I think they will both fit on this scrap of fabric that I got from that like grab bag of fabric pieces that I bought that I showed in my last video. So I'm hoping that I can fit them both on this. I'm not sure what the count on this is. I think it might be a 28. Yeah, I think it's a 28. But hopefully they'll both fit and they'll both turn into really cute ornaments, and I will have something new to show you next time I make a video. I also dyed my own fabric. I had just a piece of Charles Craft 28 count white Monaco that I had picked up at the craft store, and I used Priscilla and Chelsea's tutorial on how to tea and coffee dye, and I mean obviously it's wrinkled because I haven't ironed it yet since I baked it, but I really like how it turned out. Now they said in their tutorial to use black tea, but I didn't have any black tea. I just used orange Pico tea. I don't know whether or not orange Pico tea is considered a black tea or not. It probably is. I don't know. But I used my big like stock pot, and I filled it pretty much almost all the way to the top, like maybe 3/4 of the way full. And I put 6 tea bags in it, and then I did 2 spoonfuls of the Folgers instant crystals. We had a bunch of them left over from camping, because that's what we take when we go camping, because it's just easier than trying to brew regular coffee when we're on camp. So, and I'm really pleased with how it turned out, and I think I'm going to use it for the Lizzie Kate 6 Fat Men and do it all in one piece. I'm hoping that they will all fit on that. They should, I would say. I hope so. It would be really disappointing if I started stitching those and they didn't all fit. I also got the stain out of my fabric that I have for the mend block from Hands On Design. I don't know what was on it, or I don't know how, but you know, I washed it with water, just water, and most of it came out. So I mean, I'm not going to worry about that tiny little piece, because chances are my stitching's going to cover it anyway, and it's not going to be like an heirloom piece. I'm actually going to use it as a pin cushion on my sewing table for my quilting and stuff like that. So I'm pleased with that too. So things are looking up in the world. Yeah, if I can figure out how to insert the pictures, I'll put them in. I'm also like mad on the hunt for the Cross Stitcher magazine from September. It has a gorgeous Emma Congdon like Stitcherovia piece on the front. It's like a heart and something about adventures, and it'll go perfect with another piece of hers I have that was in a magazine. It's a quote from The Hobbit, and I'm trying to kind of make a little feature wall in our living room where like all of the pieces that are stitched on that wall have to do with either being outdoors or finding your own adventure or like, you know, wandering through the wilderness and stuff like that. Just because it's just something I like and it's cute. And do you think I can find this magazine anywhere? Because here in Canada, we don't get the UK mags for at least a month to a month and a half after their original release. So the September issue came out in August, so chances are that'll probably show up here in Halifax sometime this month. And I've been stalking my local Chapters bookstore like pretty much weekly. I'm sure they think that I'm in there casing the joint or something to check to see if this magazine is in. And finally, today, one of the local like independent newsstands over on the Halifax side of our city, like Halifax is combined two towns. Halifax is on one side of the harbor and Dartmouth is on the other, and I live on the Dartmouth side. But my husband works on the Halifax side, so I just like sent him a frantic text and was like, I'm picking you up from work today because the newsstand has my magazine and I have to go and get it. So I'm really excited to get my hot little hands on that and peruse all the goodies in there. The best new thing for me is I actually won a contest. There is a local fancy cookie maker here in Nova Scotia in Halifax, and she's called the Sugar Mama, and she did a giveaway on Instagram, and I won a half a dozen cookies. Look how gorgeous these are. I'm going to try to tilt the box without them spilling everywhere. Look, they're pumpkins. They're gorgeous. I almost don't want to eat them. But the sugar cookies, they're pumpkin spice cookies. And they're decorated and they're gorgeous, and I'm super excited to crack into those. I'm actually going to have one when I'm done recording this video. I'm going to get myself a cup of tea, and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to have a cookie. And the last thing I'm going to do is just a quick little shout out to a couple of people who left really kind comments on my first video, because my first video, I was pretty nervous, even if it doesn't maybe seem like I was. It's something new. You're putting yourself out there on the internet for everyone to see, and you're basically opening the door for people to either love you or hate you. There's usually no happy medium. Anyway, I just want to give a shout out to David, Cross Stitching Leopard, X Stitching Leopard, and to Amy Loves Toads. I've watched her for forever now, and I may have fangirled a little bit when she subscribed to my channel and commented on my videos. So thank you so much, David and Amy. I can't thank you enough for your kind words. As well as everybody else who left a comment, thank you so much. And that is all I have. You can follow me on Instagram at Notes From My Needle. It's all squished together, all lowercase. And until next time, I'll see you all later and hope you're all having a great day wherever you are. Bye.